So we're going to go ahead and get started just laying on our front side today. You can make a nice little headrest with your hands, just stacking one hand on top of the other and bringing your forehead down on top of that. Extending the legs out long. We're just going to focus on breathing all the way down into our low belly here. So as you inhale, you should kind of feel the back start to lift away from the mat or the ground. And as you exhale, maybe relaxing it down. Just take a couple more breaths here. And then when you're ready, we'll start to bring our hands under our shoulders. Spread the fingers wide, and as you inhale, we'll lift the chest forward, look forward. And on an exhale, we'll lower back down to the mat. So inhale, lift the chest, look forward. And exhale down to the mat or the ground, wherever you're practicing. Inhale, lift, look forward. Just doing this on your own breath now. Still breathing into the low belly. Go ahead. And on your next one, we'll go ahead and inhale, lift the chest, look forward. And we'll go ahead and move into hands and knees. And then we'll send the hips back to child's pose. Stretching the arms out long. And then we'll go ahead on your next inhale, come through to your seat. Just do a nice comfy cross-legged position. We'll go ahead and start to draw the left ear to the left shoulder. Still sitting up nice and tall in the spine. And then we'll go ahead, slowly move the right ear to the right shoulder. And then on an exhale, we'll bring our chin to our chest, or towards our chest. And then again, on an inhale, we'll move the left ear over to the left shoulder. And then on an exhale, we'll come chin to chest. And inhale, right ear to the right shoulder, just kind of loosening up the neck. Then you can go ahead and just slowly bring your chin up to the ceiling, slowly bringing it back down. Just kind of nodding your head yes, and then you can start to turn your head to the side. Just kind of loosening up the neck, any areas that might have been holding tension while you're playing. And then when you're ready, we'll just go ahead and bring the head back to center, just taking your time. We'll go ahead and interlace our fingers, and on the inhale, we'll turn the palms down, press them out, and bring them overhead. And on the exhale, we'll just reverse that motion. So bringing the palms forward, down, and back into the chest. We'll just do a couple of these on our own breath. So inhaling, bringing the palms out and up. Exhaling, bringing the palms out and down. So just kind of getting into the fingers, the shoulders. If you want to get into the neck a little bit, you can start to kind of follow the hands with your gaze. Just taking it as slow or as fast as you want to. And we'll go ahead and do some finger stretches here. So we'll go ahead and just gently stretch between each finger. So just putting a little bit of space between 2 fingers at a time. You don't want to force this. So we're just kind of getting into those areas between the fingers. It's super important to maintain some flexibility here, especially in the left hand. And in the right hand if you do some finger style stuff. So just taking your time, checking in with your posture, making sure you're still sitting up nice and tall. We'll go ahead, and once you're done with that, we'll interlace the fingers again and go back to kind of moving the hands out and up on the inhale, and down and in to the chest on the exhale. And go ahead, and if you want to, you can follow with your gaze again, getting into the neck a little bit. On your last inhale, take as many of these as you want, but on your last inhale, we'll go ahead and just hold the palms up toward the ceiling. Just getting a nice side stretch in here, kind of opening up the front of the body a little bit. And then you can go ahead and gently release your hands to your thighs. We'll go ahead and do some seated cat-cows. So on an inhale, we'll send the chest forward, maybe look up to the ceiling or the sky. And then on an exhale, we'll draw the chin to the chest, get a nice stretch through the back. And see if you can start to kind of move from the hips here. So have your tailbone kind of lead the movement. And then have your back and neck follow. And we'll go ahead, release the hands down to the ground, come to a tall spine. And when you're ready, you can bring the right arm up and over towards the left, remembering to kind of keep that right hip glued down so you're not popping up off the ground. And take the gaze wherever it's comfortable for the neck. And we'll go ahead, inhale both hands above the head. And exhale, this time bringing the left arm up and over to the right, keeping the left hip glued down. And again, taking the gaze wherever it's comfortable for the neck. We'll inhale, both arms overhead, exhale, going back to the other side. And when I say keeping your hip glued down, just see if you can kind of relax it into the ground a little bit more, kind of letting gravity do it instead of actively pushing into the ground and really tensing up that area. And then we'll go ahead, inhale both arms over. And one more time, left hand up and over, getting into that left side. And go ahead, inhale both arms overhead. And as you exhale, we'll press the palms together, bring them all the way down towards the ground. And go ahead, on your next inhale, bring the arms up. And on an exhale, use your core strength to twist to the right, just letting your arms kind of relax wherever they end up. And then again, taking the gaze wherever it's comfortable for the neck. If you want a little bit more of a stretch through the neck, through the entire spine, maybe start to bring your gaze over your right shoulder. Every inhale, getting a little bit taller. Every exhale, just kind of settling in wherever you're at. And then next inhale, we'll go ahead, bring the arms up. And on an exhale, again, use your core strength to twist to the left, just relaxing your arms down wherever they are. And you have the option, if you want a little bit deeper stretch, a little bit more into the neck, you can start to bring your gaze over your left shoulder this time. Inhaling, getting taller, exhaling, settling in. And we'll go ahead, inhale, arms up, untwist, and relax the arms down. So we'll go ahead and use a block, a pillow, bolster, or a folded blanket for this next pose. We'll just go ahead and set it a little bit behind our seat, send the legs out long. And you can either bend your knees to slowly roll down onto the block or pillow or bolster. So you kind of want to get it in between your shoulder blades, just kind of getting into that spot that it seems like most guitarists kind of have trouble with. I know I definitely do. I have pretty poor posture when I play. And if you want to, just kind of wiggle the shoulder blades in and down a little bit, just kind of getting that opening through the chest and a little bit of a back bend here. So just kind of undoing any kind of poor posture that you might have when you play. And even if you have good posture, this is always good to do. See if you can check in, kind of come back to that belly breath. And if you have your knees bent, you can keep them there or you can extend them. So it's pretty much up to you, just whatever feels more comfortable. And just allow your arms and all the tension to just kind of melt away here. Just letting gravity do all the work. If it starts to feel a little bit rough on the neck, you can always turn the pillow so your head comes to the pillow or the blanket. And then to come out of this, we're only going to lift up our torso just so we can move that kind of support out of the way. So you can just bring your chin to your chest nice and slow. Bring the elbows under the shoulders. And then just slowly come up so you can go ahead and move that out of the way. And come to Shavasana. So your chest should feel nice and open here. If you want to kind of keep that openness, just turn your palms up to the ceiling. Just come back to your natural breath. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Namaste.